Hi everyone, today I wanted to show you how to make the most easy, lazy sourdough bread recipe, which is my go-to recipe every single week. And if you've ever been to one of my classes, you know that I'm big on the whys, which I will get into the why in a bit. But this recipe is for anyone who struggles with kind of like the time involved performing folds. So like it's kind of like a burden. You get it, right? Being next to the dough like every 30 minutes to perform folds, and then for the next 3 or 4 hours, or sometimes if the dough is colder, a bit longer. So this recipe is meant for all of us who don't want to be next to the dough performing folds, but we do want to have healthy sourdough bread to eat at home, and it's a really easy way to do it, and you get great results. So let's get started. So dough is ready. We only have 4 ingredients here: flour, water, salt, sourdough starter. Important thing, the sourdough starter, so the yeasts in it are very temperature sensitive. So we want to keep this dough in kind of like a warm, cozy place. I have home proofers that I'm going to show to you, but if you don't, first I highly recommend getting one. You can see the ones that I love on my website. And if not, try to find a spot at home. So I usually say microwave with the door open so the light turns on, or the oven with the light on. Warning for the bread proofers that home ovens have, because they usually run over 100, so make sure to check out the temperature if you have one. We're going to wait 4 hours and we're going to check on it. It works because, and this concept applies to every single type of bread that you're making. When we are making bread, we need to develop the gluten network, right? And why is that? It's because we need to trap the gases that the yeast are producing. So when we are performing folds, in the case of a typical sourdough bread recipe, by performing that fold, we are making the gluten network strong. When we get rid of the folds, we are just compromising that gluten network, but it's just going to give us a weaker one, which is good enough for the type of bread that I want to make weekly at home. So it's been 4 hours already at 85, and I can clearly see that it has risen a lot. So now I'm just going to go ahead and shape it, and as I have 2 loaves in here, I'm going to go get a banneton and a loaf pan. Now we're going to start baking the breads, and I'm preheating the oven at 450 with my Dutch oven. And what I'm about to show you now is life changing, I swear. So I'm going to bake this one in the Dutch oven which I'm going to flip here. And then this one, I am going to bake it like this. I know, right? I know, like this. So this is going to be like the lid when we're using a Dutch oven, but you don't need a Dutch oven. You're just going to try to use the same size loaf pan, and you're going to bake it like that. The same concept applies. Halfway through the bake, you're going to take this out and let it continue baking. So I'm going to wait till the oven gives me the sign that it's ready, and we'll start scoring. Oven is preheated, and we're going to start flipping this one, scoring, putting it in the Dutch oven with the lid on, and then I'll do this one. Move this on so that you can clearly see. So I'm not going to show the scoring in much detail. There's 1,000 videos for that. Have my scoring knife here. I'm going to be tagging everything that I'm using down in the description. There. Now we're going to move on to the loaf pan. This one's going to bake in here, so there's no flipping or anything required. I'm just going to put a little bit of flour, and then I'm going to score it. Is the flour necessary? Not really, it's easier to score with a little bit of flour on top for me. And then cut my lid, and then I'll take it to the oven. I'll check on it. Wow. I have patiently waited for like an hour, but I really want to cut them so that you can see how they look inside, and I'm so excited and hungry and everything. Let me get the knife. Looks beautiful. So when I said that we were compromising the gluten network, this would have been like rounder, higher, the crumb may be a little more open, but seriously, that's good enough for us. And it smells beautiful. And then let me cut. Next thing that you're thinking, you cannot make sourdough bread at home because of the folds. No more excuses now, because you can make this. So go ahead, try it out, and let me know how it goes.